Welcome to this YouTube channel, guys. Today we're gonna go through a detailed CV review for international job application. Because when you're applying for an international job, your resume cannot be the same as you are applying locally in your home country. Why? Because the competition is very high. And most importantly, we know nowadays the job market is saturated. So recruiters and employers are going only for the cream of the crops. So no, it doesn't matter how much experience you have in the world, in your field, how much of an expert you are, if your resume is not well structured, if your resume going through either the cover letter or the executive summary, a recruiter looks at it within the first 5 seconds. If they don't find what they are looking for, 5 seconds, they throw it in the bin. They dump it. It doesn't matter how much years and decades of experience you have. Now, I'm gonna go through part one, what we look for. Just part one for this series, part one will only look at what I have here. Let's delve into the screen. I want to compare it to an existing resume of one of my friends who has 6 years of experience in pharmaceutical companies. Let's go.
Yes, hello guys. Now we're gonna delve into the resume checklist. This, as I said earlier, is for international job hunt. This is completely different to your home country. With the level of competition out there, we have to do it right. I don't like relying on CV builder apps and this and that. I'm still the type that wants that human interaction because I can pick up, the content, the structure of it, and everything that goes with it. So, with my old-fashioned style, I'm going to take you through my checklist. This is a checklist based on my years of experience that I use. How to write a resume for international job hunt. This is part one, KaribaWorld program. Now, on this first presentation slide. Now, what's happening here is here I look at the cover page. I look at the cover page. However, I am fully aware that some people, they don't include a cover page. They don't think it is important. But from my experience and where I've been and what I also took part in a lot of CV interviews. So I know how much of value this adds. And I just put a note here at the bottom to say having a cover page is not compulsory, but having one available makes the resume look more professional. And part of the cover page is a checklist. Number one, make sure your full name and surname, the spelling is correct. If you do have a cover page, then and your full name and surname are there, I go, yes. You have your job title included on your cover page? Yes. You have a contact email and mobile? Yes. If you don't have, I put a no. And your qualifications, are they listed there? BSc, chemistry, or whatever? Yes or no? Photo ID with a white background. Make sure you're not wearing any hat. Do you have a photo ID? Is it clear enough? Yes or no. So this is a checklist that I've always been using, and it works. Now we go to the next section, a cover letter. This is also highly recommended. I have realized that most of you guys, the CVs that I went through, they don't have cover letter. I think I only came across only one resume of a lady engineer, an industrial engineer. She had a cover letter, but the rest, no cover letter. Cover letter is also highly recommended. I'll tell you why later on. Now, if you have a cover letter, these are my points. Does it have between 2 to 4 paragraphs? This is looking at the length of the cover letter. Yes or no? Does it indicate the position you are applying for? Yes or no? Does it demonstrate why you should be considered for a position? Yes or no? Yeah, now as I was saying, if you do not have the cover page, but you do have the cover letter, insert the photo ID here. This is now getting into your CV, your actual resume. Now, in terms of some people, they refer to the first part as summary, others as introduction, a few others, they name it objective. Yes, now coming to this summary, stroke introduction, stroke objectives, we need to adhere to the following. These are, for me, minimum requirements. Does it have the job title? Is the job title written in this executive summary paragraph? What about the years of experience? Are they reflected here? Are your most essential skills mentioned in this chapter? Are your biggest achievements mentioned here? Is your country of work mentioned? We need to squeeze all of this here in this executive summary. This, when a recruiter goes through this, or a potential employer, and they find you have all of this and your experience is on the level, I can assure you, you'll punch that job. You need to remember, if you have all the experience in the world, you are an expert in this position they are looking for a person for to fill, but some of this is missing. And to the recruiter or the employer, they like you, but some of this is missing. They will ditch that resume. Because remember, they are receiving thousands and thousands of resumes. They don't have time. If maybe you don't have one of these, it's somewhere else in the body of the resume. They have to go and dig and search. No, they don't have time for it. Time is money. This is the first 5 seconds. 5 second rule, punch, punch, everything is here. Good. You may include ethnicity, gender, and age also as part of in the summary. Because some overseas recruiters, especially in the Middle East, they want this information before they can even look deep into your resume. So take note. Yes, guys. Now we're going to continue looking at Lefa's resume. Remember this, we are still on part 1. And apologies, it's taking longer than I thought, but this is quite a detailed process. Now, when we look at Lefa's resume, I just took a screenshot. Number 1, Lefa does not have a cover page. Lefa does not have a cover letter. However, this is where his resume starts. He does not have a photo ID showing his beautiful face. Over and above that, I just so that Lefa put his detailed physical address. When you go international, no one cares because they don't know you, even your home country. Rather, if you are from Gauteng, say Gauteng, South Africa, and then it ends there. Or Free State, South Africa. Put your province and then comma, South Africa. Phone numbers, okay, email address, he's got. But as I said, this I would have preferred it to be either on the cover letter or cover page. Now, let's all remember that as part of the summary or these objectives, as others call it, the objective summary introduction, we said number one, we must have a job title included, years of experience included, your most essential skills included, some of your biggest achievements included, country of work and or home country included, but others want to see that. So now, this is what's going to happen now. Okay, now let's read through the first introduction. A determined chemical analyst, job title there, tick, with over 6 years of laboratory experience, years of experience, tick, and who is passionate about working within organizations that encourages accountability, honesty, and integrity. Okay, fair, not critical, but yeah, we can have it there. An inspiring analyst who has valuable experience in working with customer services, customer service, essential skill, training analyst, skill, and training work integrated, okay, repeat, ensuring high laboratory standards, okay, skill, okay, possessing excellent communication skills, perfect, and able to establish sustainable relationships with fellow colleagues. I would rather have all these skills, 4 of them, in one sentence. Then it closes up. Because I feel like Lefa is wasting a lot of time going around and not sticking to the plan. You need to be direct. Yeah, I think he should have this communication skill, this high laboratory standards, training, customer service, all the skills in one sentence. Now, he further goes and says, my biggest objective is to continuously improve my skills and acquire enough knowledge and experience to have a positive impact. Now, this is good but useless, wasting space. If I was him, I would rather then I would advise him, add something about your biggest achievement. Something about your biggest achievement. Now I'll bring an extra slide that will address this to give an example of what Lefa should have added here based on our checklist. So let's roll. Okay, guys. Now, uh, remember now, I started with the checklist. Then I brought in the first resume, the summary portion. And now what I'm doing here, I'm taking my checklist, I'm taking the first resume, I bring the two together so that you can see, and this is what I would advise Lefa to include in the summary portion. We spoke about the job title, chemical analyst, 100%. Years of experience, over 6 years, 100%. Your most essential skills is got customer training, standards, communication, perfect. Some of your biggest achievements, Lefa did not really have, but my one advice will be something like improved laboratory efficiency by 20% over a period of 3 months. For example, this can be an achievement. I'm giving example like as a guidance so that he can then work along those lines. Country of work and home country, South African, working in UAE. Yeah, this is where I will stop it. And as I said, he may include ethnicity, gender, age. It's not compulsory, but it's advisable. So guys, I will stop it here, upload, and then we'll come to part 2 tomorrow. There'll probably be a part 3 and part 4 because I go quite detailed, and I know maybe my speed is a bit slow, but I don't want to rush. I value everyone's resume, and we have to do it right.
Okay, guys, now this wraps up the first part of the CV review process. I'm going to upload this clip and part 2 will follow suit. Okay, bye bye.